About 1.5 years ago, I read the book Atomic Habits. In the book, the author states that systems are more important than goals. And of course, being a beginner and not really critically thinking, I believed that for a long time. I focused on building the habits and doing them every day. And I didn't set goals because he said systems are more important. So I just built the habits, did them every day, and just waited for the results and the progress. But I never really saw that many results. And when I look back, I couldn't really see that I had gone anywhere from when I started to, implement these habits and the advice. If you don't already know me, my name's Loritz, and I help young men fast track their self-improvement success. You're clearly interested in that, so just go down and click that subscribe button right now. I've now started to focus more on goals. Now, I'm not saying that systems are not important and, habits. It's of course very important to, have habits and follow the schedule that will get you to success every single day. But if you have nothing you strive for and no way to track if you're actually getting there, you won't really see that many results and get that much success with it. But that is at least just what I've experienced. Instead, I've started to set trackable goals, and I found a load of benefits with doing this instead of focusing on systems. So I'll just list the main benefits that I've found. They hold you more accountable. They give you direction and you progress faster. So firstly, the accountability part. So, there's some days where I don't really want to record the video, I don't really want to script it, or I don't want to go to the gym, those are my main goals. And then I look out to where I set out to go. I look at the goal, I hang my goals up on my wall. So I'll look at my wall and be like, that's where I want to be and I have to get there within this, amount of time. I set the date that I want to get there and what the goal is. So when I say trackable goal, it's like, 5,000 subscribers, 10% body fat, whatever it may be. I'm just throwing out numbers, right? So, by hanging my goals on my wall and knowing I have a deadline set to get there, every time I feel like just procrastinating or just staying in bed, not really doing anything, the goals, they stare at me. I look up at them and I'm saying, damn, I have half a year left to finish all of this stuff. I can't be laying here. And then I get to work. So when you have only systems, for me it was way easier to just skip a day because there's no exact point you're trying to get to and there's no date that you're trying to get there, like the date you have to get there. Because with systems, you're just focusing on doing the same thing every day and building the habit. So it's easier just to skip a day because you're not really tracking it. So it doesn't matter if I skip a day, but now it's a much bigger deal if I skip a day, and it rarely happens, to be honest. And I would say, of course, there is the habit tracker, but I would say this is the best way to hold yourself accountable because they will always be there. The paper with your goal will always hang on that wall. So just, make your goal and hang it up because it will really hold you accountable. And this will make it so that you don't want to miss a day. Before, when your goals are not staring at you, it's okay to skip a day, but when they're there, you don't want to do it. Trust me, it's helped me so much in still doing the work even when I didn't feel like it. And the way that trackable goals will give you more direction is by you actually set in a place that you want to go. Because with systems, you're not set in a place that you set out to go to. You're just doing the habits every single day and continuing to do that. You don't really have an end point that you're trying to get to. So you don't really have any direction. You're just drifting around there. At least, that was what I did. I didn't really see any progress with that. But when you have the goal, instead, you have somewhere to go to. I know every day when I wake up what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers and I'm trying to build more muscle and lose fat. So you see, it's way more I know where I'm going instead of just, I go to the gym every day, I want to be more healthy. You see, it's way more specific. This is what I want to do. I want to look better. And especially with the YouTube, you could say, I want to be a YouTuber, but that's not that specific. That's what, system. When I had a system, I would say I just want to be a bit more healthy. I just want to be a YouTuber, right? This is way more specific. When you actually set, I want to do exactly this thing. I'm going to write out the number, the dates, everything. Then you have direction. Every day you know where you're striving to go to. And it feels way more purposeful actually as well, because you're not just drifting around being I'm trying to get here. but you don't really know when you're trying to get, and you're just doing the same things every day. But when you do this, you wake up, the moment you open your eyes, like, this is where I have to go. And that's pretty much also the same way that goals make you progress faster, because you know where you're going and you know how much work you need to put in to get there, because you know there's like the number you have to get to, and then there's the date you have to like be there. You can't go above that deadline, you have to be at that date you set. So by doing that, you actually progress faster, because you'll just increase the work to, you know, how much you need to do to get there by that time. It could take you way longer when you don't have a goal, because you're not like setting a deadline for yourself. So by setting a time you need to do that till, then you'll be like progressing faster, because you'll be like stressing, oh, I need to get there by this time, instead of just like, oh yeah, I'll get there eventually. I've started making faster progress because I'm actually putting in the work I need to get to that goal. And I can only say that setting goals has given me a direction in life and like a purpose, instead of just drifting around following the systems. If you found this video helpful and you want to see more videos from a smaller YouTuber like me, then go down and click that subscribe button right now. It's a win-win for both me and you. Also check out the Discord server, it's the first link in the description. It's a small brotherhood that we're trying to grow, and I would really appreciate seeing you in there. And last but not least, put one foot in front of the other.